Very true.
So back to center we come. Gunty on the X with Sandoval. Ball pops right to the cross of Trevor Yeboah-Cody. He's on the run, has some space, hands free, and lifts it up and over the net.
Yeah, that's all about the placement of that feed from Moschetti. No chance for Peters there. It was just a well-executed quick stick shot from Antonelli.
This face-off won, however, by the Tigers. As off the wing came Jake Stevens and picks up the ground ball. He's on the move, and it'll be picked up by Pike as the Bears get back on the sideline. And it'll be a face-off violation on the Tigers. It'll give the Bears the ensuing Tigers. Face-off should be taken by Gunty. And he does. He'll drop it quickly back to George Pike. Print this out. Will win the face-off. It was chopped away but picked back up by Jake Stevens. And that will take us to a Connor Theriault. Gonna go the way of Villanova, Vermont, and Quinnipiac.
Yeah, Bobcats, Catamounts, and Wildcats all taken down here at Stevenson-Pinson's Field. The Bears have been 4-1 on the season.
Tigers with from Brown. We knew Princeton coming in after last week's loss to Yale, a Yale team that had struggled out of the gate a little bit this season. The Bears have now, their last couple have been results that, let's face it, they're going to want back. The Harvard game for sure, and the UMass game last week, and the Brown off 3, and really all eyes turn to this face-off, which is won easily. A quick up and go down the field, and a quick finish. How you answer Tyler Sandoval, and Mike, we say it all the time, when the face-off men get on the run and get a goal quickly, what a lift.
Yeah, Sandoval just winning this one completely clear. Gunty left in the dust, and Sandoval gets his first goal of the season. A huge answer for the Tigers to take back any momentum the Bears had just garnered from the path goal.
First career goal for Sandoval, we would have to presume.
Yeah, and he was a key factor in that win over, in the loss at
Here he goes again.
Oh, boy.
Swings it over. Slusher, that got through in that first quarter, were right at Peters. I mean, there were a couple that got him, like, right in his midsection.
Yeah, they haven't made him really work on some of those shots, and have a push there on the Tigers. So we'll see if the Bears could grab a little bit of momentum before the end.
Bears haven't been able to go on a real run in this one at all. Every time they've scored, it's been answered as the ball continues to be unsettled. Looks like Geppert has a good look at it. He'll sprint upfield. Bears have some numbers. Geppert for McLean, saved by Peters. Antonelli.
Just a touch closer.
And a face-off violation on Sandoval will allow Yeboah-Cody and the Bears back left to right here in the first part of this second half, quarter number 3. Mike Mancuso, my name is Mike Rubin, and it's going to be a call on Gunty, as it looked like Sandoval actually tripped over Gunty. Not that Gunty tripped Sandoval, but it will not matter.
Yeah, they got him.
And it seems like every time the Tigers have won a face-off, they've been able to get down the field and score quickly. They've done a nice job of capitalizing on their face-off wins. As this one will again be scooped up by Sandoval. Nope. Dislodged and turned over in the midfield. Pike. So that might actually go in as a face-off win, a cause turnover, and a shot off the side of the net from Pike. The old mom goal
this season. But you just get the feeling the way that the Brown offense has been the last couple of games against Harvard and against UMass, that falling behind any further than what they are right now would be certainly...
Both the Bears have had, even in their victories this year, where there's been one quarter that has gone the wrong way, and here it might very well be the third. That'll be Brown's undoing as the ball is flipped back to Jake Stevens.
And it is all Princeton.
Princeton hadn't won in Providence since 2012. That was the last time a Princeton team had gone to a national tournament. The 10-year drought, a long time for those of you who are fans of Division I college lacrosse. Never mind Ivy League lacrosse. We're not going to have to give you a history lesson. As looks like Tegan Boltman will check on. Boltman on the season has taken 14 face-offs. He's won just 2 of them.
Well, 3 goals in less than a minute will certainly force you to make some kind of change. There could be a hold against the Bears.
Yeah, that was an arm bar. Tried to sling his arm up around the head of Sandoval, as Sandoval had it
at the half have surely paid off. The Bears haven't really been able to do anything here.
We haven't seen the Brown Bears on attack really at all, as Enschel picks up the ground ball.
To make this one competitive down the stretch as they trail by 7.
Gunty back on for the face-off, his second straight win. Sprints back, drops a pass for Gatos, who is on the wing, and the Bears.
Gunty did well on the last one, needs another one here.
Fights his way. That ball was stepped on by Sandoval. Necessarily been two terms I would use to describe the Bears this season, but we'll see what they can offer as coming off the wing. Enschel, it's going to be scooped up. Stevens gets there. 8 seconds left. Bears could ill afford to give up a goal here. Looks over, winds up. The shot altered, and will
win some of these face-offs. Play make it, take it ball, climb back into this one, and make things interesting down the stretch.
13-8 the score for our entire outstanding team. My broadcast partner, Mike Mancuso. My name is Mike Rubin. Thanks for making us a part of your Saturday afternoon. As that one continues to be unsettled, Gunty is going to come away with it, and the Bears attacking right to left here. Face-off again will be taken by the Bears as Gunty wins it, plays it back for Geppert. Brown and Dartmouth finding themselves staring up at a whole lot of teams between them and the top 4 in what would be the Ivy tournament, Mike.
Yeah, and that's going to be one heck of a tournament come May.
Well, you get the sense that depending on how it shakes out, there's going to be at least...
Well, you figure the 4 teams in the Ivy League tournament will all be ranked at that time.
And all 4 teams have a real, depending on how it goes...
would have a chance to win, for sure.
Right, and the Tigers' efficiency on the attack has been...
Well, we talked about it earlier. We figured Terrio would have to, be making 15, 16, 17 saves for the Bears to really have a chance. And if he's at that number, well, the Bears are probably about...
There is
a 1 or 2 goal margin right there. So
Sandoval wins the face-off.
And that's not to put any blame on Terrio. I mean, the shots he's been facing when it comes to guys that can put it in the back of the net, and that has surely been the case so far today.
Another play wide on the shot there from the pole of Song, who had at this point, I think all the scoring for the Bears is going to be pretty well academic. The Tigers will once again send Tyler Sandoval out. Face-off numbers have favored the Bears. It's the 30th draw of the day. It'll be the 17th face-off win for Brown. Hart picked it up, gets it over to Cook. Cook with Antonelli, and now